I just discovered why some digital product creators are making 3 times more money than their competitors, even when they have the exact same amount of traffic. As the co-founder of SamCart, I have a behind-the-scenes look into sales data for more than 700 businesses who will make $1 million this year. And our team here spends hours and hours analyzing the checkout behavior from those highest earning creators versus everyone else. And here is the shocking truth. The pros aren't just selling better products, they're using something called expansion revenue, and that most creators have never even heard of. While the average sellers are stuck with some $47 ebook, top performers are turning those into $130 sales using the exact same traffic. And in a world of rising ad costs, that's not just eating into your profits, it's going to kill your business entirely if you can't do the same thing. Those $1 million brands that I've studied have cracked a code that helps their best customers spend more, and it is multiplying the size of their business. In the next couple minutes, I'll show you the exact expansion revenue strategies that those people are using and how you can deploy it for your own business as well. And we'll even demo some of the SamCart features that make this possible. This analysis took our team hours and hours of time, but in just a couple of minutes, it will transform how you think about every single sale you make. Let's dive in.
So Scott, we've got thousands of sellers selling digital products of all kinds, courses, ebooks, workshops, everything. You've got some sort of magic way to increase sales really, really quickly. So what are we looking at here?
Magic makes it sound cooler than I think the reality is, but the truth is you've got amateurs that kind of have low profit, low sales, and then you've got pros that, like SamCart's biggest sellers can do like almost $200 million this year. What are they doing? What are the pros doing that the others are not? Let's demo it. I think the easiest way is just literally to go ahead and take a look. Here's a page really quick made on SamCart, right? And if I click, it's going to launch this slide checkout, right? And the first thing that you're going to notice is you've got a product. So like, let's say you've got a course, you've got a service, you've got, I don't know, this is a consultation call, something, a digital product that's like $100, right? Mm-hmm. So the first thing you'll notice are these two, we call them order bumps, right? Cop is basically like it's an add-on, right?
Yep, it's an add-on, pre-checkout, right?
Exactly, pre-checkout. Mm-hmm. They're usually meant to be kind of short and sweet. These are like a sleep calendar. So hey, listen, if you'd like a sleep calendar, for your newborn, and on the phone, they, look even sweeter than that. But just like that, adding 2 quick order bumps, right, can almost double the size of the order, right? Mm-hmm. Then if I go through, and let me just go ahead and put in, I'm going to place a test order on SamCart. Cobb, talk about test orders real quick, because that's kind of a cool feature people don't.
Yeah, so as you're building your landing pages, your checkout pages, you can place what we call a test order. So before you've published the live page, if you want to actually go through the process, kind of put your customer hat on for a second and see what it's like to go through it, there's a test and published, button on each product.
There's a setting.
It's a setting. Yeah. And so when it's in test mode, SamCart gives you like a fake credit card number to enter in here, which is what Scott is doing, and it just
that's what I'm going to go do. So yeah, basically we're going to buy this without actually processing real money, right? So we're just going to see what's up. So I've already added some extra things to my cart, right? And I'm going to go ahead and click on pay. And then here's what the pros do next, right? Is they're going to offer you one more bite at the apple, one, maybe even 2 more bites at the apple to spend more money, right? They're going to let your best customers float up to the top and spend more. And so this is a really cool feature. This is called an upgrade, right? Cop, mm-hmm. Not to be confused with an upsell.
Yep, I was going to ask that question. So yeah, what's the difference between an upsell and an upgrade?
Yeah, so an upgrade, this one you can see, typically, what does it say? The offer here is $299 for the year. But I've already spent $100 on the original product, right? So it's prorating my price. So basically, SamCart's doing the math and lowers the price and says, listen, for an extra $200, you can join the Deep Sleep Club, right? Or something like that. Mm-hmm. And if I click on upgrade, right? What you'll see is not every customer comes through and does this, but 2, 3, 4 out of 10 come through and are going to eat up everything you have. And you take a $100 sale and turn it into $400, almost, $357 in revenue, right? Mm-hmm. And so giving your best customers shots to go spend more, that is incredibly powerful. And actually, I made a quick demo because I just want to show some of this math here really quick, mm-hmm. right? So, how do the pros 2x their sales? Well, you guys just saw it. Cop, how many times have you seen this? You talk to people all the time, right? Newbies sell one product at a time.
Yep, exactly.
So their checkout is going to look kind of like this, right? I've got one thing to sell. There's nothing else to buy, right? So basically your math is how many customers buy my product.
Exactly. You're selling one product, just a simple multiplication.
Exactly. 10 customers spend $100. I've made 1,000. Great. Cool. Well, let's take a look. How does that math equation change, right? The pros, right, at checkout are going to offer 2 order bumps. And typically an order bump, the best kind of order bumps are something that's usually a little bit inexpensive. We have like a full guide on how to do order bumps and another one about how to do upsells and stuff like that. We'll link to the full guides here on YouTube. You guys can check that out. But when you add 2 bumps and then also give a cool upgrade, you know what I mean? Like a cool upgrade is going to be, if I was buying a course, maybe it's like join my community, right? If I was buying a consultation call, maybe it's buy an extra service. If I was buying a service, maybe it's going to be upgrade to premium services, a bigger bundle or something like that, right? If I was buying an ebook, maybe it's upgrade and get the full course. Like there's all kinds of different things that you could offer to someone in this moment, right? But the point is, when you let your best customers go and spend more, here's the math equation you end up with, right? You still get $1,000 from selling the course, right? But you probably get 3-4 people to take the order bump, 3 or 4 people to take the other order bump. In this case, they were $29, right? And you probably get 3 or 4 people to take the upgrade as well. And so that $1,000 in sales turns into almost $2,000, right? Without needing an extra customer.
It's as simple as thinking, your customer, your visitor to your landing page, they're hot to buy something from you. Like the goal is that this is the right product for the right person at the right time. It's just giving that person the permission to spend more money with you, not just buy that one product.
Exactly right. And that's the biggest single thing. So here's the really cool part. We know from SamCart's database, right, that for customers who do exactly this, and I mean just, it can get more complicated. You could do more, you could add more upsells, whatever, you could do more things here, right? But customers that just do this right here, 2 quick order bumps and an upgrade, right? We know that increases average order value by an average of 99%, right? An average of 99%. It basically means to say that on average, it's doubling sales, which is, for a lot of people, it triples, quadruples sales, right? And you can imagine what would happen here. We're talking about revenue numbers here, but what would that do for your profit? If your $1,000 of selling your course is profitable, maybe profitable, let's say you had $200 in profit, right? Now we have just almost 5x your profit margin, right? Just by giving your best customers a chance to go and spend more. That is how the pros double their sales. That is how people turn around and say, what can I do with that extra money? Now I can go spend more on ads and bring in more customers that are all of them spending more often, right? And this whole thing becomes this stacking math equation. This is how professional creators run their business.
Scott, most of us have created like the initial product, right? But the order bump, the upsell, it's still kind of amorphous right now. Not sure exactly what that could be. What would you suggest? Like what do we have that we can put in front of?
We've got we'll link to some in the description or something like that. We've got the complete guide on order bumps, the complete guide on upsells about how to go do that. The real answer is come use SamCart. You know what I mean? Like this is what SamCart is built to do. Here I am inside of SamCart. And this is us, adding a quick upgrade right here, right? Down the page. This is me selecting which products I want to add as order bumps here, right? And doing some of this editing and stuff is just really, really simple. It's available on every single SamCart account. These features that make you more money, that's why we built this software. Like come use SamCart, that's what it's for. But ultimately it's just about, if you're wondering what could I sell there or what should I go sell there? The answer is I can almost guarantee you have stuff sitting on your desktop right now, right? Collecting digital dust, which is a great term we've used before, that you could turn around and put as an order bump to put as an upgrade, right? And all of a sudden start making a ton of extra sales from whatever it is that you're selling. So if you have questions, if you've got here's what I sell, and I'm thinking about using this as an order bump, drop them in the comments. We'd love to chat and help out with that. We got great resources about how to functionally make that happen, right? But all that stuff, super, super simple. Use SamCart. That's what it's for. Well, again, links and stuff in the description to go check that stuff out. But go and offer each of your best customers a chance to spend more and watch your business change forever.